G'day guys, it's the Dutch. I'm actually on Gmod today and I'm going to show you a tutorial on how to make a DarkRP casino of a dice game just with gates and money pots, sorry. So I looked around on YouTube and I believe this will be the only video on this because most casinos actually use expression 2. But as DarkRP players know, that is never allowed, or pretty much 99% of all servers disable expression 2, for obvious reasons. So, what you're going to need for this one is 2 money pots, and you're going to precision them so that one is up here, like that, and one's the input one, so that would be like that. And then you'd have like a space between them, and this would come out here, so you put your money in there, and then you'd have a text screen which gives you the readout. We'll do this one. And we get started. So you're going to primarily be in this gates section. So what you first need is a random gate. So we're going to put that in there, and that's going to output a random value between 2 numbers. And you're going to need a constant value, and I want you to copy down all of these values here. So 0, 100, you rolled, and then make sure to put a space after it. A few spaces there to get to a next line. Welcome to the casino, put money in the pot to begin. This is your odds value, so they have to roll over a 55 to double their money. You can muck around with these two however much you want. So we're going to put that one there, like so. And then we are going to get started. So gates, we're going to put a floor gate down. So this is to make this a nice even number right there. When most people first decide, hey, like building casino is a good idea, I want to do it with wire, they get the random gate out, they connect it to 2 values like so, 0 and 100, and it outputs random values. But the problem is that this one doesn't stop outputting values. So if you hooked it up, it would just continue putting values out. So we don't want that. We're actually going to put down 2 gates, if then else 2 gates of those, bam and bam, and we're going to put a greater than gate comparison right there. And then we're going to get started on the wire for these ones. So we're going to link that to this one, and link that to this gate, and then link both of these to the greater than gate. And then we're going to link the greater than to this one, so it checks if this is greater than 0, and that pretty much checks if there's any money in there. So if there is money in there, then we're going to link it back to the random value, so it compares the same value between it. So there's no room for this random value to change. And if there's no money in the money pot, then it's just going to go back to the default numbers, 0 and 100. So as you can see, it's outputting a random number. But if we put money in, like that, it has stopped on 85, which is great. That's how you're going to run the casino. And then you should link up the floor to the random. So that just puts it down to a nice even number. Okay, now we're going to start on this text screen. So get the gates out again, get the concatenate gate out, check it down. So that pretty much just joins a bunch of strings together. So we're going to join the text screen to the concatenate, and then the first string on the concatenate should be the you rolled. You can kind of muck around with this one too, so you can have the welcome thing before you rolled, like this if you wanted. But I prefer, you can edit that string however you want, so I prefer doing this. And then you're going to get another gate out and get a number to string, that one. And an if then else there, and then wire that up again. So if there's money in there, then it is this value here. If there's no money in there, then it's just a 0. And then this links up to that. And then we're going to concatenate that to that one. So you rolled a 0. And then put the C to the welcome to casino. Put money in the pot to begin. Alright. And that's pretty much how you do the basic part of the casino. You put money in the thing. Boom. You rolled a 92. So now we need to put a bit more logic behind it. And see if you roll over a 55, then your money doubles. So we're going to get another if then else. I'm going to put it right here. We're going to get a multiplier. I'm going to put it right here. And we're going to get a wire that one up. Sorry, my bad, lost the train of thought there. I'm a bit sick. We're going to wire that one. If that one is a 1 or higher, then it's going to multiply. And if not, then it's just a 0. And this one is always going to multiply the stored amount by that one. Sorry, that one should be, if it's a win, that's what we need. Sorry about that. We need a multiplier, we need an if and else, and we need a greater. So this is another greater one, and it's going to compare if it's greater than 55. So if that occurs, if it's greater, if that is greater than 55, that one always changes. If that is greater than 55, then we're going to put that one to that one. And if not, then it's just going to be 0. And that's going to times that by 2. Alright, cool. So we're going to then go to this money pot here, get the spawn amount, and then put it on the multiplier. And that one is going to go on a delay, because we don't want that to immediately start dropping money. They want to be able to see the number. And the delay is going to be 2 seconds. You can change and fiddle with that. But I just got a 2 up on that one there. So it's easy for me. So that's going to activate as soon as the stored amount occurs. And the delay is going to be 2 seconds. Great. So spawn all should be on delay. Now, if you put money in, well, you need a stock first, obviously. You need that money in there. So this is, you have to put this in a safe place. Maybe build a base around it or something, because that's your stock for the casino. And now if I put some money in there, you rolled a 17, shame, falls on the ground, didn't drop any money. 100. 34, still no win. 73, you win. Alright, awesome. You get 200. And this is the casino's automatic. I normally put a user there. So a user, bam, gates. You can even just wire that up to the delay to file. So it won't collect money every time, but it will collect money eventually. Let's see where that lands. Cool. Put it probably there. There you go, and you find the money. Easy peasy. Alright, and then what else? I normally put a title. So I get this one out, I type in dice games, put it around here. Nope. Great, and then I change it to this one. Great. And then I want to make this a bit fancier to get people to actually bet there. So I get a compose gate out. Boom. And I get 3 more random values. 1, 2, 3. Wire them all up to 0 to 100. Or you could just do it to 100. Cool. And then the compose X, compose Y, compose Z. That's pretty much changing the color of this one. Foreground color. Bam. So that changes the color of it, and now people are more like, oh, look, flashy lights, that's cool. Got money 100. Whoa, you rolled an 86, so that's over 55, you win. And the way you make money with this is because it's 55, that means that the casino, the house, has a 55% chance of winning, and the person who rolls has a 45% chance of winning. So as I said before, you can actually just change these values quite easily. Change that to a 75. So if you roll over a 75 now, you get double your money. So that's a 54. Let's see if I can get that one. Oh, haha. What if you roll over a 75? So if it's 75, you're not going to get anyway. 95, great, cool. And I normally put this one up a bit higher. So up like 64%. Put up this one up, like so. Whoa, this one Gary's one. And make this no collided, so that the money just falls straight through. Hide this behind some things. That way you can't, so if someone presses E on this, it's going to fuck up the system. You're going to run out of stock, they'll win a lot of money. Because I normally put like $1 million in there, right? So they can bet big. But this way it just falls straight through, and they can get some money that way. See, boom, 292, great. And then you can muck around it with it further. You can get a constant value. So say they roll over a 75, then they'll get 3 times their money. This way they'll get 3 times their money now. Oh, that's good. 14, nope. 2, nope. 40. This might take a little while. Made. Yeah, and as you can see, people just keep losing like this. You're going to make a lot of money. So, because people keep losing this way, this is probably a less, like, putting the values this high is not going to make people want to play. They need to win a little bit so they can lose a lot, you know? Anyway, I'm just going to maybe change this. So if they roll over a, let's make it really low, 15. If they roll over a 15, then they're going to win 3 times their amount. Obviously, you lose money this way. But, wow, you got $300 now. And that's the tutorial. Have a good one, guys, and good luck with running your own casino. Bye-bye.